been smashed. We're ready for football at Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland. Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. And off we go from Huntington Bank Field. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
I don't think there's any way around it, Mike. I mean, this has been a disastrous start for this season. I know their expectations were clearly higher than how things have played out. At this point in the season, you just need to get a win. However it comes, whatever it looks like, you've got to change the energy in that building because the only way to learn how to win in the NFL is to win.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's a first carry for their running back. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Tight end going in motion here. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They're led out by the son of the Hall of Famer. Out of Colorado, Deion's son, Shedeur Sanders.
Nothing real fancy when you look back on last week's game, Mike. I mean, he had 2 touchdown passes, of course, the 1 interception. He'd love to have back. But for the most part, I thought he was really efficient. I thought he did a nice job operating the system. And there's actually some more plays that he left out there. So I think he can build off a lot of that, try to improve in this one today.
Pick up a 2 on the last run. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Hot 70, hot 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 19 Lions. Ready.
From the gun, it's Shedeur. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready. Warrior 70.
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. They'll try to throw for it with Sanders. That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. They'll put Addison in motion. Now give on the ground, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Minnesota. They'll stay on the ground. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Trent McDuffie up from his corner spot there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it to the left side. And it's caught by Felton. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. He'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Minnesota.
Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
to throw. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Minnesota. That his second TD catch of the season. No problem there on the extra point, and the Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Browns offense about ready to get going on their second possession. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely. And the league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back-led league. It was play action. Quarterbacks were under center. And then what offenses realized was the best way to score points is to generate explosive plays. Get a bunch of yardage all at one time because it's very hard to sustain possessions in the NFL. So as a result, they said, okay, what's the best way to generate big plays? It's to throw the ball downfield. So it became a very pass-heavy league. And then now defenses had to answer. The days of the big defensive tackles, the 260-pound light linebackers, everyone now on the field had to be able to defend space and defend the pass. And there was a lot more air on the field created by the defenses. So now, as a result, the offenses are saying, okay, we're throwing into all these bad looks, all these...
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Firing right side. Brought in by Brown. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Vikings. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. The extra point is good. The Vikings move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Browns offense ready to take over possession of the football. They're an early hole, 14-0. Start digging out soon. Begin this drive for 1st and 10. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go now.
Here's Sanders to throw. His throw left side is complete. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They go play action now with Sanders. And that is caught on the right sideline, but it's out of bounds, says the official who was right there. Not the most accurate pass. It's incomplete, and it's 2nd down.
Ready. 65, ready.
Here's Judkins. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Start of the second. Browns in control of the football. They've got it facing 3rd and a yard.
Here we go. Ready.
We'll try and run for the first with Judkins. And it looks like he's going to have that 1st down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
The Browns, 1st down. First and 10 at the 30.
And on first down, it's back to Judkins. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Cleveland.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up first and goal. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's his second touchdown of the year.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed it. I mean, this game, it looked like it was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
Brown now to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Vikings offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with first and 10. Start on the ground. Not much happening there. Just a short gain. From the 25, here's second and 8. He'll drop to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up and stop him before the lineman to get out to lead the way. Third down and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down. They'll turn and hand this one off. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down. Stick with him again. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
He'll look to throw. This one caught by Felton. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
And it's third down.
Third and 2. Here we go.
Set. 19, Tiger.
He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Yes, sir.
Vikings looking for 3. Bring out the field goal unit. This is going to be from 53 yards out. And that one not going to have enough leg behind it. Not by a long shot. It is no good. And this is going to remain a one-possession game. They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
That's good for a Browns first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard
Stewart
line.
on first down. That one knocked away. And it's incomplete.
Intended for his wideout.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 5. Brings up third.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll have more from Cleveland after this. Third down, they need 5.
Ready? Catch 60, drop 60, drop 60. Go.
From the gun, it's Sanders. This one down the field, but wind up incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Incomplete from the contact. Turnover on down.
Here we go. 60 by 6.
They send the tight end in motion. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Second down and 3.
Second and 3 at their 48-yard line.
That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
It's third down. And 3 yards to go.
Throwing now from the gun. This one is caught by Addison. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. The right side, that is brought in by Felton. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you work.
And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw yet again. This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison.
Complete to number 3, Jordan Addison.
That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. The clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. They'll work now on second and 4. They'll look to throw again. That is brought in at the 10. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal.
That's another.
Back to the air one more time. He's got his man down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. The Vikings looking for 3. Bring out the field goal unit. This about as short as you can get. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And how about this? Here comes a reverse. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
Drive starts with a run by Judkins. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
From the gun, it's Shador. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. That's caught right side. It's London. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
7 yards.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Judkins going to get it on the zone read. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
And he will score! Touchdown, Browns. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Not much there, maybe a yard. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8.
The 27-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Goes brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Vikings, first down.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. To the side. And it's caught by Felton. He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw today, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Tight end on the move left. They'll look to throw here on first down. To the left side here. Caught by Addison. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. Now a run on first down. Open space inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Minnesota. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. The extra point is good. And the Vikings go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kicks away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
On play action, Shador. He'll get that to Quinshon Judkins. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Viking, 18.
At the 27-yard line.
Red, no, ready, ready.
A run, and here comes Judkins. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's a Browns first down.
That's good.
Got it, ready.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard
To
line.
throw is Sanders. That's out wide to Judkins. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
That's ready.
Now give up the middle, and he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
Dallas Turner on the
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Now Shador. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Cleveland. They'll look to pick up the pace. As Shador on first down. Quick throw, taken in. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
It's a gain of 8.
So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun, it's Sanders. That one taken in by London. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. They run straight ahead with Judkins. They'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down. 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Browns first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run it here. Here's Judkins. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Cleveland. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the 4th quarter.
21.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Brown now to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down. They'll look to throw yet again. Going right sideline and complete. A gain there of 21. It'll be a Vikings first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. I don't think I was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
This is just the last thing you can afford to do, especially in this situation, Mike. There's just no need to force the ball. You're playing with a lead. It's late in the game, and I know he's got a lot of confidence in his arm, and he thinks he can get away with it, but that decision, it proves to be costly. Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, and it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Now it's Sanders. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down.
The Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Go!
A quick throw here going to be taken by London. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
4 yards. Complete to number 5, Drake London. 10 yards on the pickup.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he moves down to the 25. That's good enough for a 1st down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Now, 2nd and inches. They'll stick to the ground. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal. Good running. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. Takes it all the way down inside the 2. Sets up 1st and goal.
Get it! Hawk 70, Hawk 70, Timberwolves. Ready?
A run with Judkins. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Makes the score Browns 28, Vikings 24.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Brown now to return it. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. The Vikings offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo. They start this one with 1st and 10. That is taken in by Felton. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. He'll drop to throw. A little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And That's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Gain of 9 yards. And the Vikings first down.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll just pitch this one out there. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout. And they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the fourth. Now, 2nd and 4. Back to the air one more time. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. A ball deep for the end zone. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now. Back to throw. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
That's deep for the back of the end zone. That was incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down. Here we go. One final play. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.